Hello, welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we'll be considering vulnerability management, and I will be explaining how organizations systematically find and fix weaknesses before attackers exploit them. Vulnerability management is not about perfection, it is about reducing risk consistently over time. Let's learn more about this. So, let's get right into it. Why is vulnerability management important? It is important because weaknesses are unavoidable. No system is perfectly secure. New vulnerabilities are discovered constantly on a day-to-day basis, and attackers actively exploit known weaknesses. And lastly, managing vulnerabilities would help us reduce overall risks. What is a vulnerability? A vulnerability is a security weakness. It can exist in software or hardware. It creates an opportunity for attackers. It is often caused by bugs or misconfigurations, and it becomes dangerous when exploited by attackers. Vulnerabilities versus threats. Understanding the difference between vulnerabilities versus threats clarifies risk. A vulnerability is a weakness, while a threat is a potential attacker or harmful event. Risk appears when both exist together, and one without the other does not create immediate harm. Now that we know what vulnerability is and the difference between vulnerabilities and threats, what is vulnerability management? Vulnerability management is an ongoing process. It continuously identifies weaknesses, it tracks and documents findings, it prioritizes issues for remediation, and it reduces attack surface over time. What are the common sources of vulnerabilities? Weaknesses and vulnerabilities often follow common patterns, and here are some of the common sources. The first one is outdated software, the second one is misconfigured systems, the third one is insecure code, and lastly, we have weak default settings. What is vulnerability discovery? Finding vulnerabilities requires multiple methods. So vulnerability discovery has to do with using automated vulnerability scanners to scan vulnerabilities, performing manual security testings, doing vendor advisories and bug reportings, and disclosing security research. What is vulnerability scanning? Vulnerability scanning identifies known weaknesses. When we do vulnerability scanning, systems are scanned for known issues, results are matched against vulnerability databases, severity ratings are assigned, and all of this must be done regularly, which means that scans must be performed regularly. Let's now consider vulnerability assessment versus penetration testing. In the context of VAPT, that is vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, people tend to see both to be the same. Because sometimes before you can penetrate, you need to first find vulnerabilities and now penetrate with the knowledge of vulnerabilities that you have gotten during the course of the vulnerability assessment. But these activities serve different roles. Vulnerability assessment identifies weaknesses, while penetration testing attempts exploitation. Both provide valuable insights and they are often used together. How can we prioritize vulnerabilities? Not every issue is equally urgent. So to prioritize vulnerabilities, severity must be evaluated, exposure level must be considered, and after the severity has been evaluated and exposure level has been considered, high-risk vulnerabilities are then addressed first. And while addressing high-risk vulnerabilities, we must know that context determines priorities. So context to be the one to determine the ones that we are going to prioritize. Next, we have patching and remediation. Fixing vulnerabilities reduces exposure, and that's the essence of patching and remediation. So what do we do when we are patching or when we are remediating? We are applying software updates. Sometimes we correct or fix configuration errors. We remove or replace vulnerable components, and then we verify that fixes that we have done are effective. Let's now consider vulnerability lifecycle. Vulnerability management follows a cycle. The first one is discovery. You discover the vulnerability. The second one is assessment. You assess it, how severe it is. The third one is remediation. This is where you're fixing it. The fourth one is verification. Then you verify what you have fixed. And the last one is continuous monitoring. That is, you continue to monitor what you have fixed to see if there is anything or any new thing that is going to come up. Let's now consider vulnerability management and the CIA triad. Closing weaknesses or fixing vulnerabilities protects the core principles of cybersecurity. Confidentiality is protected by preventing data leaks. Integrity is protected by blocking tampering. Availability is protected by reducing exploit-driven outages. And I must say that vulnerability assessment is a foundational security practice. What are the common vulnerability management mistakes that cybersecurity professionals make or organizations make? The first one is ignoring scan results. When you scan and then you ignore the results, that is a mistake. Another one is delaying patches. Once you notice that a patch is available, try to test, and then if everything is okay, deploy the patches. The third one is lacking a proper asset inventory. Many organizations don't have this. They don't know when they bought this. They don't know when they deploy this. So there should be a proper asset inventory for every serious organization so that they can know what is expiring, what is about to expire, what has expired, what they need to fix, and if possible, if they need to get something new, having a proper asset inventory would help with all of that. Next one is treating vulnerability management as a one-time task. That is another big mistake. What have we learned in this lesson? This lesson highlights disciplined risk reduction. We have seen that vulnerabilities are inevitable, managing them is essential, prioritization reduces exposure, and continuous effort is required. Let's take a test together. Here is the question. What is the main goal of vulnerability management? Pause the video, read through the options, pick your answer and drop in the comments, then come back to play the video. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is B, which is to continuously identify and reduce security weaknesses. That's all for this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel, like, share, and then comment on this video. I would like to know what you've learned in the video. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.